Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of 1 yard. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of 1 yard, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. First carry now for Jordan Howard. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I'll take that in. Not so fast. Flip. Now your A isn't F. Not so fast. Reverse. Now you have it. You sure about that?
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. They'll rifle this one deep right side.
Come on, man.
Here's one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here.
You can't lead a motherfucker in this man. Yeah, I hate this man.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here's Prescott.
Jason.
Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Out of his end zone, Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. Intended that time for Cooper. But he tried to heave it from his own end zone, and the danger, it reared its ugly head.
We have seen those plays work out successfully before. You take the shot, try and gain some yardage, sometimes you fool them. Not in this case, though. Tried to get it deep downfield, gets it picked off.
On first down, Sanders.
Get the fuck out of here.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
All right.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, go, go. Undercut. 5'9". Go. Go. Mike 48. Go, baby. Turn up. Get that. Hey,
now Wentz. He's got the hook up here, and it Deshaun Jackson. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I didn't even guess. Anyway, I'm still playing. Grade 15. Challenge me.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Hey, is the turkey done yet? I don't know. Let me check.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz.
Get the fuck out of here.
Incomplete. Play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he is all the way up past the 25.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. Cooper was the intended target. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
Come on, baby, cut, baby, cut.
Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Recently, I downloaded this app called Blue, and they've got this new game that I'm low-key addicted to, and it's been causing me to procrastinate on that. There you go. Face dance, there it is right there. Check it out. Look at the wrist.
Wynn's going to try and throw on 3rd, and he connects with Ertz. They have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Robert Quinn able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give. With these turnovers, who can convert them into points?
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Cravon with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles Cowboys offense set to begin their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot.
Oh, man, keep getting free, man. Good Lord of mercy.
Sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
What is that?
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10.
You shoot! Watch the shoot! Watch the action! You're in big trouble. You say
Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Yo, how long should I put this in the microwave for? 40 minutes? I think that's a good idea. 40 hours. How about that? No. 40 days with 40 nights. What is wrong with you? I don't know. Yo, how long should I...
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Hey, is your name Lucky Charms? Because you're... Hey, can I borrow your charger? I want that 4%.
After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
They'll run on first down.
God damn, big boy, you just letting them go through it.
Quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now the play clock about to expire. We get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Doug Patterson keeping the offense on the field. They're going on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half and what didn't.
Come on, man. They are breaking through, boy.
He is met
Good Lord of mercy.
Behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Pick your game up. Kill. Tighten up.
Another run with Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Okay.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Hey, look, 48. Hey, we go back to 48. Straight 15.
Wentz going to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 34 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Gets fielded in the end zone.
Who the fuck ain't that some shit?
He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will score.
Boy, do the light shine, boy.
From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, Delta. Right there in the middle. 55.
Here's Wentz to throw. And the reception made by Sean Jeffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders.
Lord of
They're going to
mercy.
stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Backman. 120. Choose it. Check 54. Check 55 to Mike. I got him. 49. Check 49.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz.
Oh, that's fucking bugged out, yo.
A lot of
What in the
contact, no
fuck?
call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, empty.
Throwing now is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Waiting. Pick it up.
From midfield, here's Wentz.
Man, we let this one. I done blocked this motherfucker already.
Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Okay, so he just gonna kick that.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw, it's Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Check 3. Run. Check.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And no, it's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
I should have pulled off and tried to let him kick it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Get into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing
what the fuck is that?
What in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Man, that's bullshit, yo.
But it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Orbit. Hey, that's good. Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine.
Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Some bullshit, yo.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check 31. Check 31. Hey, rip 5-2. I'm here. Go.
Working from the gun. Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch. Flag. Shoot. Deuce. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Slam. Check that.
Now Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Sunday.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. He's going to let it fly.
God damn it, good dude.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will
that bitch fast as hell. How the fuck did he get over there?
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A first down carry by Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it, that's all.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. And at the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Man, how is he so damn deep,
Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So this one will end.